Okay, ladies and gents, welcome to a beautiful Monday morning in Sydney. This is going to be my daily vlog on the way to work, just so I can talk about a few things. Today I'm going to talk about why I decided to ride a 2016 R1 as a daily commuter. So this is my bike. It's a gunmetal grey type paint scheme on the 16 R1, and I've been dailying it to work for about the last 6 months. And these are just my thoughts on the bike itself, can use it for commuting, and a few other things as well. So here we go. This bike is what I use to get to work every day. Not bad for a commuter bike. Very fun. How good are Mondays if you get to ride an R1 first thing in the morning? Couldn't get better. So the reason I bought the R1 to ride every day, I've been watching a lot of videos on YouTube, etc. I had just come off my provisional license and I was riding a MT-07 for a year or so previous to that. And earlier on I had my license and I was riding a Haisung 650 GT-R, I think it was, can't even remember now. It's a sports bike, full fairing. Yeah, it was a great little bike, or big bike. Yeah, and that was quite a few years previous though, and then I just didn't keep my license for a long time, just because I had to get rid of it. And then yeah, so many years later I ended up getting the MT-07, great little bike, and as soon as I was done with my provisionals, I got the R1. So my dad had a 100cc Honda that he used to use as a commuter bike, used to take us on it, etc. And yeah, it was a love at first sight ever since I was into motorbikes. And yeah, since I was a little kid, just completely absorbed by them. As I was growing up, sort of, you know, early teens, just I was just amazed. You know, that's when the 916 had come out, all the early 5-blades. 2003 was probably where I was really obsessed with bikes. I was probably in grade 9, so I would have been about 13, 14 then, and just obsessed with motorbikes. And then yeah, it's always been a love of mine as well. So I've just loved sports bikes in particular. It was always a dream of mine to get one, and then many years later, just because of family commitments and everything, I've just never been able to ride one. So finally an opportunity presented itself where it just made sense to get a motorbike, and yeah, here I am on an R1. So I'll probably downplay a little bit exactly how much I actually loved motorbikes, but it gives you an idea of my motivation behind thinking, hey, a 1000cc superbike would be a perfect commuter to work, despite its despite how clumsy it is at low revs, and you know, clutch in, clutch out at traffic all the time, which you guys will see. But I just love the thing. I love the way it makes you feel. I just love the fact that it's just, you know, it can just decimate anything on the road. I just love knowing I've got that power in my right hand. I just twist the throttle and off you go. So it's just an awesome feeling. I actually just love the bike. I love the way it sounds as well. So the actual decision to get the R1, spent quite a few months trying to make up my mind. I mean, the BMW S1000RR was always my favourite bike ever since it had come out. It was just a gorgeous bike, and you know, sometimes I think, oh, maybe I should have got one. But BMWs, again, everything I say, you need context to everything. I didn't want to go with a European bike just because of the expense, you know, with parts and servicing and reliability. Now, obviously, BMWs are super reliable, or have gotten super reliable, and Ducatis were one of my other choice. And I really wanted a four-cylinder bike to begin with. When you're on your provisional license here in Australia, a lot of the bikes that you are allowed to ride are V-twins and L-twins and things like that as well, bigger capacity bikes. And obviously, you know, a Ducati Panigale is just comparing apples and oranges with that statement. However, I just always loved the sound of a four-cylinder. I always loved the sound of a screaming four-cylinder. I've always been a Honda fanboy. I've always loved my Fireblades. However, I think just Honda's just missed the mark over the past few years with their motorbike, excluding the 2020 Fireblade, obviously. But in previous years, you know, 2008, 10, 13 model Fireblades were just a bit blunt in the tooth. Obviously, commuting, it doesn't matter, but you know, if you're a bit of a fanboy of superbikes, it does matter. You know, you still want the most cutting edge, best of the best, regardless if you're just riding to work every day. It's something you love, it's something that you know, it's something that will sort of stay in the back of your mind. So you're better off just going something you're just totally captured with. Now, the R1 just ticked every single box. It was just an absolute demon. It was just everything that the internet and YouTube had to say about it was just yeah, just all praises. Now, yes, the throttle was pretty aggressive at low revs and jerky, but you know, that's what you're getting into. There's no ifs and buts about it. You know, you've got your low clip-ons, your high seat, you've got heat coming off the engine. There's all sorts of other things that you know, it's probably a little bit more annoying than just the throttle inputs, but you know, I love it for all its flaws. I love it for everything. You know, it's just a perfect well-rounded bike just for me. It's got everything that I liked about bikes, and that sound of that engine, man, it's just the most amazing scream. Yeah. So this is my ride into work from Western Sydney to what is it? South Sydney. Yeah, South Sydney you can call it. So hopefully you enjoy this little ride. But yeah, so that's a very quick rundown of why the R1 sort of really appealed to me. The 2009 R1, the previous version, yes, amazing bike, but again, I wasn't a fanboy. I really did like my my Fireblades before that, and then since 2010, it was always been the BMW S1000RR. That is super sexy. I'm not sure if you guys saw that. It was an amazing Ducati V4S. Beautiful. Jesus, that thing's hot. Hey? Yeah, good mate. It's a beautiful bike, mate. You had it long? Oh, lucky you. That's a good work bike. Oh, okay, yeah. Oh, did you? Yeah, no, they're good bikes, yeah. Yeah. Okay, so I think that was a customer bike that he takes in. So, man, would have been nice if it was a daily commuter. V4S daily commuter, wow. Just when I thought I was crazy enough to ride a R1 to work. But yeah, so I think he might be like a sales rep or a head mechanic or something that gets to ride motorbikes home. So I'm gonna test out my video editing skills here, because I want to block out the number plate of that bike just so the owner doesn't get pissed off when he sees it. But I suppose with no subscribers at this point in time, I don't think that's going to be an issue. But man, that bike, just everything about it up front just looks amazing. Going on? Everyone's riding their superbikes to work today. Not bad. See, that's the thing about normies and people that ride superbikes. I mean, there really isn't anything stopping you from riding or enjoying something like this on a daily basis. I mean, yes, I feel bad that I'm putting all these Ks on it, etc. But I mean, what's it there for? Makes me a better rider, I suppose. I mean, commuting to work's just got a different skill set, and it's just the most fun. Why not start your day off with something you love and finish the day off with something you love? So, I mean, riding into work, Monday's a little bit different because I like to plan out my day and the week and things like that. But you know, if it's a Wednesday, there's going to be a lot of crap that's on your mind, and you just want to get rid of all that by just riding and just having to think about, you know, not work, just having to think about, all right, what's this car doing, there's a road surface looking like, you know, is there traffic up ahead slowing down, that type of thing, just, you know, survival things. You have no time to think about work, so that's a bit of a blessing in itself, to sort of detach your mind from whatever crap the week's going to bring, and then in the evenings I just want to get home in one piece. I just want to get home and get home safely, and again, I can't think about a crap day I've had or anything like that as well. So look, riding a bike to work definitely compartmentalizes your day, your week, and it's just a good thing to do, not to mention all the other hippy-dippy things, like it's probably better for the environment, better. Oh, okay, I'll take that back. Surely it's better for the environment than a, I don't know, digging myself a grave there. Let's just say it's good for your mental well-being and leave it at that.